Welcome back to another My Two Good Hands. We are going to figure out how to get this apart. You can see how wobbly these are. I'm sure you can see that on the screen. That's what makes the chair go back and forth. You can see that this is the joint right here that's loose, and this joint is very loose. So we're going to take those apart. To do that, we've got ourselves a small pilot drill. We've got ourselves a punch. So we can line up. We got ourselves a drill that's 1/4 inch, just like our dowels, or a little bit smaller. Don't forget, like and subscribe, post notifications on. This is how you get your wood apart. We will be putting it back together with epoxy and what have you, and we'll show you that in another video. Right now, what we're trying to do is get our 4 wood components that are like this apart, and then we're going to do this one, and we're going to show you what we're going to do. Because here's the thing, you got a bunch of parts that look like this. Actually, you have 4 of them that look like this, or 3 of them, and then you got a couple different ones. But here's the problem. When they drilled these holes, you can look at them and you can see they're scattered everywhere. So wherever the factory was, all they did was drill and pin these by hand because they didn't need to care where it was at. So they didn't use a fixture or jig or anything. So they're all different. So if I mix this one up with this one, I have a serious problem. The other thing is, maybe the widths aren't the same. It looks like the widths are the same, but if I mix these up, I have a problem because the holes will be gone. And I need to make sure we go in the back in our original holes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this punch, and this is a transfer punch, and there'll be links to this stuff, the Amazon links below. Shopping Amazon helps support the channel. We greatly appreciate that. So what we do is we usually take off our glasses because we can see better without them up close. And we line that up as close as we can to the center, and we beat it in, and it makes a little prick punch hole where we can start our small drill. And once we have those in, we can now use our small drill we can come in, start this exactly in the prick punch spot, and bring it in a little bit. Start slow and pick up a little speed. You can kind of guess here. You don't want to go too terribly deep, and you don't need to. Now, here we need to take a drill and put some tape on it because we want to make sure that we're going to go far enough in to get all the way through this piece and get the dowel out. The other thing is we bought replacement dowel rods. We bought hardwood ones. So the other thing you want to do is make sure you're drilling deep enough here. You can see the tapes down here. We got a little bit extra so that we can pound these down flush. If they don't go down flush and you don't drill enough, don't worry. You can cut them off and sand them in. So now what we're going to do is switch our drill bit. Now you want to try to hold this as straight as you can again. And kind of just come down. And you can see how it goes in pretty easy to the point where I drilled that other hole. Then you got to come up and in. Now that one went easy. This one's having issues because the dowel rod turned a little bit at the end, so we had to go back. Now you don't want to test your dowel rods, all right? If they don't fit, You have to fix that later. Now, we know that this should come apart. Best to use a dead blow hammer and just give it some taps, just like that. You can see how that comes off. There we go. So now you still got the holes here. You got the holes here. If you look inside here and you got a little bit of dowel rod, you can break that away so it's out of there for reassembly. That'll happen to you because you won't drill perfect all the way in. I find everyone has a little bit of that. And again, now here's the thing. You don't want to mix these parts up. So here's the thing I like to do. I just take them and line them up like this. Get my other piece on here. I get myself a little blue tape. And I tape them together so that when I bring them and sand them, I can keep them in pairs. And I'll work each set as I go so that I don't mix them up. That's it. We set that on the table. That's ready to go upstairs and sand outside, not in the basement. Another one here, same thing, real wobbly. We use the same process to take this apart, switch our drill back to our little drill, and use our punch. So don't forget, like and subscribe. My two good hands. We'll catch you in the next video. Next video will be the different grades we use for sanding and prepping these out. We'll do just a couple pieces to show you the process. Then from there, it'll be assembling the wood pieces and making them rigid. That'll be an important video you don't want to miss. So like and subscribe, post notifications on. Amazon links to shop does help support the channel. We greatly appreciate it. We'll see you soon.